So my good friend Joe Massaro was board chair at the time, and he told me about the project he was working on with um, Tom and Jody, and would I be interested in meeting them? And actually, my first uh, meeting was when I had a point of entry event. I said to Joe, absolutely, I would be interested. First of all, because it's you asking, and secondly, um, the what he described about the school sounded very interesting and appealing. So we went right to a point of entry event sometime in maybe the beginning of 2002. Shortly after the school had opened, Tom and Jody came to my house. We had a bunch of people there, and Tom and Jody told their story. Shortly after that, I was asked to join the board, and it was easy to say yes because the message was so clear. Um, Tom and Jody's passion was so palpable. And the thing I liked about it, compared to other things I was working on, is that the results were so tangible. If we get these kids and get them educated properly and get them on a path to break the cycle of poverty and lack of education in their family, we knew what the results were going to be. And so it was very easy to get behind it right from the beginning. And we certainly had committees and specific duties, but we were trying to keep the school alive and grow it and raise the money to do that. And so it was a fun time in retrospect because it was all hands on deck. Everybody did everything um, at the board level. And again, the goal was to help Tom and Jody do everything they could to keep the school alive until it grew and became more viable and sustainable. After Christmas, on those early years, the week between Christmas and New Year's, my wife and daughter, my daughter was, uh, Maggie was 4 or 5 at the time, uh, we would get a bunch of pizzas, cookies, and come to the school on Champion Commons for game day. We brought Monopoly and Parcheesi and Trouble, and the sight I remember is my 5-year-old daughter playing Trouble with Ian, who was, I believe, a senior at the time, and some of the other students, and the interaction and the lack of inhibition between these kids of different ages and demographics was just beautiful to see. Yeah, so I was fortunate to be asked, my wife and I, Alice and I were fortunate to be asked to co-chair the capital campaign with Johnny and Lucy Douglas in 2008. And we set about the task of helping Tom and Jody raise the money to build this school. So the very gratifying moment was the groundbreaking when we knew that our dream of a new school was about to become a reality. I would say the Neighborhood Academy and all involved in it has been very perseverant, um, stayed the course, focused on the mission, and always did what was necessary to survive until we could grow stronger and more sustainable. So, perseverant would be the word I would use. Happy 21st anniversary, Neighborhood Academy.